Hey everybody, High Shield here for episode 19 and the final regular episode of Final Fantasy III. Last episode, we went through Crystal Tower. We defeated Zand, only to be defeated by the Cloud of Darkness. Doga and Une shared what was left of their souls with us so that we may fight again. And now we have to venture through the world of darkness to prevent the Cloud of Darkness from getting any stronger, so that we might defeat her. It's envisioned as a female, but it's technically just a cloud of black darkness. But semantics aside, we'll start making our way through the world of darkness. And our first enemy in here, Jormungand. And three of those loop together. These are Kage. We're not gonna do this just yet. In each of these corners, there is the ribbon that I was talking about a couple episodes ago in Eureka, and the last episode when we were looking at our final loadout. So I do want to get those, because as we saw at the end of last episode, the Cloud of Darkness can use Bad Breath, which will inflict a host of status ailments. So we definitely want to have everybody equipped with ribbons. Chest contained a ribbon, but it was trapped. So each ribbon is defended by a Zand clone. Much like the Doga and Une clones, it's just a copy of its owner. It's nothing compared to the actual thing. And since each ribbon is the same, I will cut out the other three battles. Who is most important? Rifia has hers. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll put on Ingus first. But yeah, so I'll just cut out the battles from the other three ribbons since they're exactly the same. So we're going to heal up before this battle. You've done well to come this far, but this is as far as you go. The darkness will engulf the world and return it to the void. And here we have our first of the 4 bosses in the World of Darkness. And this is Echidna. And she should not pose too much of a threat. Tornado's bad, though. I guess I just, got told. Actually... do it this way. And down she goes. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the four who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I have come to join you. The cloud of darkness had also appeared when the light threatened to engulf the world 1,000 years ago. We, the warriors of the dark, managed to stop it then, at great cost. 1,000 years later, the balance between light and darkness has inverted. Light had existed around a core of darkness, but darkness now revolves around a core of light. But the light has lost its brilliance. The overflowing darkness is threatening to extinguish the light that remains. A flood of darkness. Excuse me. Only you, warriors of the light, have the power to stop it. And we have a new enemy in here. That is a Shadow Masker. Another ribbon chest here. Like I said, I'll cut this out. And the thing about this area is, if I at any point in these next battles mess up and die, I have to redo all of it. You cannot stop the flow of darkness. This will be your final resting place. And this Crystal of Darkness is guarded by Cerberus. Actually... And down he goes. Not terribly much to these bosses. Most of them are very straightforward. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the four who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I've come to join you. Light and darkness, attracted to each other, yet keeping themselves at a safe distance. They coexist in a precarious balance. If light and darkness come into contact, they cancel each other out, and nothing is left where they meet. That is the void. The universe began with the void, and will return to the void. However, there is one force that stands against the ever-present threat of the void. It is what you call hope. In time, the void will consume the world, but now is not the time. As long as there is hope in the world of light, and here, in the world of darkness. For as long as hope prevails, the void shall be kept at bay. And I did not mention it, because I didn't think about it until, honestly, this second portal. I'm going to be cutting from the crystal, the teleport. I'm just going to cut to right back here. So if that's why you've been confused about how we got back so fast, oops, my bad. You don't actually teleport back here, you have to run through the entire area again. I figured this would make it a little bit easier if I just cut using the game zone transition, if I just cut to here. So that's what's been going on there. And ribbon chest right here. And that equips the whole party with ribbons. So we don't have to get the last one if we don't want to. I think we pass it, so I'll just grab it anyway. But if we don't, I'm not going to worry about it. I honestly don't remember. That just loops back around. The ebb of darkness is getting stronger. Soon, none shall be able to stop it. As for you, you will never leave this place alive. And this Crystal's Guardian is Ahriman. Normal enemy in most games, boss in this one. And he's gonna go down a little bit quicker because he is, excuse me, he is weak to spears, much like every other flying enemy. So Lunith is just dealing max damage, unlike the other bosses. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the four who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I've come to join you. Light and darkness. One cannot exist without the other, much like the sun and the world. Zan severed the link between the world and the sun, creating a world without day or night, a world devoid of time. But Zan did not foresee that his actions would call forth the cloud of darkness, or that he would be put under its control. If we do not stop the cloud here and now, not only will your world be engulfed in darkness, but the worlds of light and darkness will both be devoured by the void. If we, warriors of the dark, and you, warriors of the light, find our powers, we may be able to stop it, as we had done 1,000 years ago. Let us unite and defeat the Cloud of Darkness. And with that, we have one crystal left to release the warrior from. And I'm gonna grab it since we passed right by. And this is also how you can miss the ribbon in Eureka that's behind that hidden wall that I showed. Because each one of these paths has one. Darkness will flood the world and return it to the void. Ha ha ha, we will devour your meager light. And our final guardian is the two-headed dragon. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the four who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I've come to join you. The balance between light and darkness is kept by the four crystals. The crystals of wind, fire, water, and earth. When Zand halted the flow of time, the light of two of these crystals was sealed away. Because of this, the balance between light and darkness shifted drastically, and gave birth to the Cloud of Darkness, an entity whose sole purpose is to return the world to the void. The Cloud of Darkness tried to steal the two remaining crystals located on the floating continent. It created the earthquake that you have witnessed. It almost drew the floating continent to the surface world. The Cloud of Darkness is powerful, but with our powers of light and darkness combined, we may be able to defeat it. And now that we have all four Warriors of Darkness released, make our way to the Cloud of Darkness. New enemy in this section of the World of Darkness, the Hydra. And before we go any further, elixir everybody up, make sure everybody's full everything. Level 68, level 42 job, 68 and 99, 67, 66, 68, 63. We are the cloud of darkness. None shall stand before the flood of darkness. With it, we will bring the void to this world and your light and your world of light as well. We won't let you, not if we have anything to say about it. Ha ha ha. This is the world of darkness. You cannot defeat me with only the power of light. That is why we are here. The hopes of light and darkness now unite. We shall not let the void reign free. You are trying my patience. You may have destroyed the dark crystals, but that is of no consequence. We will devour your power of light and use it to return this world to the void. So, the first encounter with the Cloud of Darkness is why I did not go over anything. So, this tentacle on the left is a magic-based tentacle. It will cast lightning, much like Garuda did, and some of the other enemies that we have seen have. It can only be damaged by melee. Cloud of Darkness, kind of self-explanatory. This is the big bad of Final Fantasy III. She's got multiple attacks. Honestly, almost too many for me to go over off the top of my head. Of note, though, Bad Breath, which we are completely immune to. Particle Beam will deal a massive amount of damage. And I think that's it. I think that's the only thing of major note. This tentacle up here is the opposite of this one. It's a physical tentacle that can only be damaged by magic. So what we're going to do first is take out the tentacles, so we don't have to worry about them. And as you can see, they get a grand total of 4 attacks per turn. 1 for each tentacle, and Cloud of Darkness gets 2. Alright, that is the lightning tentacle down. So now, the way I'm going to handle this other tentacle is I'm actually going to use those Chocobo Rats that we got. Because that is a Firaga on-use item. And will act the same way, like this, just like the spell would, like with the Antarctic Winds earlier in the game, or any other usable item we found. I actually use this Flare rather than Firaga. The only thing that I actually just thought of that you may not want to kill the tentacles because of is that Cloud of Darkness will gain their turns. But I don't think it's a huge deal. I think we'll be okay either way. And White Musk deals Holy for its on-use effect. Making use of all these items we've collected in the past couple of dungeons. And now we go all out. We're gonna throw some shurikens, jump. And almost anticlimactically, the Cloud of Darkness goes down. In the beginning, there was the void. Then there was light and darkness. And then everything was born. The sky, the land, water, fire, and life. Time flows to bring them all back from whence they came. But life gave birth to something unique, a shining force that divided the light and darkness and illuminated the world. A force called hope. A time will come again when the balance between light and darkness is broken, and four will be chosen to restore it. Do not forget that what gives the four their power is hope. Hope inside each and every living being in the world. Dreams, despair, love, time will consume all. But you must not accept it. You must fight it. You must find the power within to prevail. You must find the one last speck of light, the one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, light of hope. Everyone? Luneth, Ark, Refia, Ingus. I knew you could do it. By the heavens, you've done it. Ho ho ho, I had no doubt you would succeed. Man, you guys are something. Let's go. It's time to go home. Thanks, Gramps. Glad to be of service. Now, let's see if the people of Evermore miss me. Hey, boys. Welcome back. Glad to be back. Thanks again. You saved the world, you know. Ho ho ho. You know who to call when the world needs saving again. Come to Amore anytime. We'll do some training together if you can keep up. Ha ha ha. Farewell. It's Saronia. Yes, we've come back. Thank you for your help, Prince. I mean, King Alice. No, it is I who must thank you. It is the power of light within you that saved the world. Thank you, warriors of the light. I will strive to be as strong as you in serving my people. Thank you, and farewell. We're almost at Cannon. Oh ho, are we now? Mrs. Cid must be worried about me. I'm getting off here too. Why are you getting off at Cannon, Dash? Well, I have some unfinished business, if you know what I mean. I have to see Selena. Oh, so you finally come to your senses. Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Oh, I've missed you so. Oh my, Cid, stop it. People are watching. Selena. Desh, you're back. Promise me you won't leave ever again. I promise. Ha! We can't be outdone by those youngins, can we? Cid, stop, I say. Oh, Cid, must you be so inappropriate? Ahem. Oh, sorry. Got carried away there. I guess I did too. Hey, don't forget to come get me if you're going adventuring again. You're not going anywhere, Desh. Looks like you're not getting out of this one, Desh. Yeah. Come visit us anytime here. You have to sample Mrs. Cid's dinner special. Thank you, but I have to go see my father first. And I have to train to be a good smith. It's the least I can do to thank him for raising me, you know? Good. I'm sure Taco will be happy to hear that. Give him my regards here. Cid, Desh, we'll see you soon. Milady, let us return to Castle Sassoon. No, I do not want to go back so soon. Milady, why? Men are so obtuse. Must I say it plainly? I want to stay with you a bit longer. There. Don't look so surprised. Come, let us visit Kazus and Ur first. As you wish, milady. I will stay by your side until the end of time. It's We're home. Come on, don't just stand there. Welcome home. Lunith, you've come back. So Papa, Mom, we did it. I knew you had it in you. You've done well. I'm proud of you. I fought too. Yeah, and you did great. Welcome back. Thank you for saving the world. The heroes are back. The warriors of the light are real. Here, let me kiss you. Oh, no you don't. The world was saved from the darkness. The light within you saved us all. Thank you, warriors of the light. Oh. The light. The crystals. They're back. It's beautiful. The darkness has gone, and a new dawn has come to the world. And with that, our journey in Final Fantasy III comes to an end. The only other thing that we have to do still is the Iron Giant fight, and that will probably be easy-ish. I'm going to let these credits roll. I'm going to speed them up though. And I'm going to try and figure out how I want to put into words how sharing my experience feels. Talk to you soon. So, it's weird trying to describe a feeling that you normally internalize. Like I had said last episode, it's much harder to externalize that feeling. But I'm glad I was able to do this, and I do really enjoy the recording and the editing. I try to get over the stage fright and the lack of love for my recorded voice. But with that being said, truly thank you all for watching. And I will see everybody in the next episode, which will be I guess an extras episode almost. We'll do Iron Giant at our level right now, which is, what we say, 68. So we'll do that. We'll do the Iron Giant. I will then set our levels to 99. I'll grab, the couple things to make that fight trivial, and I'll show off a 99 version of that fight. Maybe some extra stuff if I can think of any, or if I know any off the top of my head, if I can find any online, whatever. And we'll just make it a fun little extras episode. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Thank you all for joining me for Final Fantasy III. These will all be recorded probably right in a row between last episode, this episode, and next. So I'll set these up to release while I try and figure out what our next series will be. I've had a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've had a couple of suggestions for Darkest Dungeon. I also kind of want to do Final Fantasy VIII, because that's my, by far, most loved Final Fantasy. It's got the most sentimental value to me. So I also kind of want to do that, but I do know Final Fantasy is a niche series, so I don't want to flood everybody with Final Fantasy if it's not their thing. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do, I'm probably going to do mini recordings of Dissidia, Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, the mobile game. I've got BlueStacks on my PC, so I'll probably do some side recordings of that, maybe. Just as like an in-between almost. I don't know, I've got a lot of ideas going on. Got a lot of stuff I want to try and figure out. But with the rambling over, I will see you all in the extras episode. Thank you for watching, and take care.